Okay, your life is busy enough with daycare, school, with practice. Here are expert family picks that make your life easy, easier, or easiest. The great minivan versus SUV debate begins. At Edmunds, we've been helping families make decisions like this for over 3 decades. And now we're teaming up with CarMax to help you find the right used family vehicle for you. Now, are you team minivan or team SUV? Let's take a look at a few things and we'll figure that out. The sliding door, the hallmark feature of any minivan. Not only will it keep the kids from dinging other doors in a tight parking lot, but power opening and closing means that younger kids won't have to struggle with heavy doors or out-of-reach handles, making the school drop-off line smooth and easy. This wide opening means it's simple to install or remove car seats too. It's wide enough in here that with a bench seat, you can even fit 3 child seats across the middle row. The Honda Odyssey is just a great example of a modern minivan. Starting in 2018, Honda added some clever seating tech in the second row of the Odyssey. Unlike some minivans, all the seats are removable, and if you only take out the middle section, the outer seats can move side to side. And that means you can slide one to the center, allowing kids to access the third row, no problem. You also have the option to slide the seats way forward to keep the kids close. While other minivans may lack the Odyssey's side-to-side slide, there's usually an outer seat that either tilts or slides to simplify getting into the way back. One note though, the Odyssey doesn't have ceiling-mounted air vents, only vents on the side near the door switch. Air vents in the ceiling, like in the Toyota Sienna, are best for comfort in rear-facing seats. It's just easier for the cool air to reach your kids, and you won't have to run the air conditioning for 5 minutes before everyone climbs aboard. Luckily, ceiling vents are included in most other minivans. And no vehicle this size can match a minivan's cargo space. With the seats up, you can get this deep well so things like the stroller can stack vertically, and there's more than enough room back here for all the snacks and sporting equipment you can imagine. Plus, all these handy cubbies can be filled with emergency diapers and wipes on the ready. And hey, the third row in this Odyssey can fold into tailgate mode. You, my friend, can relax. Fold the third row all the way down for even more space. And this flat area can be a lifesaver for surprise diaper changes. And you can even remove the second row seats in a pinch for a massive amount of space whenever you need it. There are some advantages to driving a vehicle specifically designed for families. This Odyssey has a lot of features that are hard to find on large SUVs, like a pop-out panoramic mirror, an in-car intercom, and even a rear seat camera. For people with older kids, we found that minivans are more likely to have rear seat entertainment screens than SUVs, although that problem can be solved with a tablet or phone they may already have. And our favorite feature? Some variants of the Odyssey actually came with a built-in vacuum in the trunk, but only on 2021 and older models. Crucially, for big families, minivans are more fuel efficient than larger 3-row alternatives, which means less money at the pump, which means you can splurge on that second hotel room next time you're on vacation. We know many buyers will prefer the styling and the added capability of an SUV, and there are tons of options in the mid-size 3-row category, including the Toyota Highlander and the Ford Explorer, for roughly the same money as a nice minivan. Now, you won't find nearly as much space in here as you would in a minivan. And arguably, it is just harder to find a 3-row SUV that has all of those same clever features. But SUVs do have some distinct advantages of their own. They're slightly higher off the ground, which means SUVs are better prepared for light adventuring away from pavement. And compared to minivans, it's easier to find an SUV with all-wheel drive, which can be important for places with lots of rain or snow. You have a lot of options to choose from, too. You can easily find 3-row SUVs, and you can even find hybrid options to help save at the pump. So, what if you want the best of both worlds? Let's say you want the space of a minivan, but you also want the ride height, the capability, and the styling of an SUV. Well, then you have got to go big. This Chevy Suburban is an example of the largest category of SUVs on sale. It's properly huge, over 1.5 feet longer and 6 inches taller than that Odyssey. SUVs like this are based on trucks. And while some people love that truck-like driving experience, the reality is it's just really hard to park. This thing has a ton of presence, but it also has some disadvantages. Even if the space inside is comparable to a minivan, that space is just plain harder to access. And because this is as high as a pickup, the trunk is taller than it would be in a minivan or a midsize SUV, which means it is just plain harder to lift this stroller in here. That also means that you may have to lift your kids high to get them in the back seat, and maybe even climb in after them to get them buckled. These big SUVs have big doors, and they can be hard to open wide in tight parking spaces, which can make it even harder to get kids and car seats in. SUVs like this Suburban are heavy, which means they need more powerful engines that use more fuel than minivans or three-row crossovers. Oh, and you'll spend a lot more money up front. Comparing similar used models, the Suburban costs around $25,000 more than an Explorer and $20,000 more than an Odyssey. But the SUV has one big ace up its sleeve. If your minivan can tow, they tend to cap out around 3,500 pounds, while the average three-row SUV starts at 5,000. And this Suburban can haul over 8,000. So, which option is best for your family? Really, it depends on your priorities. If practicality ranks highest, a minivan is the obvious choice. But a mid-size three-row makes sense if you want more options, don't need as much space, have to contend with real winters, or tow the occasional toy. We think you should only spend the extra cash on a big truck-like three-row if you really need its extra capability and can manage the drawbacks. What type of road trip adventures does your family love? Let us know down in the comments. And while you're there, why not tell us what type of comparisons you'd like to see us tackle next?